Okay, so we started off with, well, we last left off with Osawa, and I think we had to keep out with him. Ah, crap. I keep doing that. Let me go back. So yeah, we have a keep out, but he had a jump. So we're gonna go ahead and jump to Minorikawa from here. That should work, right? Oh. Wait. This is also what I wanted a jump. Okay, better. Yes. And this time he won't see him getting arrested. Yeah, here we go. Yes, we've been through this. Yes, you are going to stay a bit longer. Suddenly a man's voice came through the intercom. Yes, who is it? He sounded rather guarded. It's Minorikawa. Where might I know you from, Mr. Minorikawa? Oh, you know, here and there. I mean, there's only one Minorikawa, really. Are you playing games with me? I don't have the time for that. Please, just open up. There's no way I'm letting you in. This discussion was getting them nowhere. Minorikawa decided you have to take the direct approach. Look, just hold your horses. I'm here for an interview. You got that? An interview? He taken the bait. Most folks could hardly resist the word interview. That's right, it's a piece for 4-star general gossip. Wait, this is for one of those kinds of articles? The man sounded angry now. What do you mean, those kinds of articles? I'm just looking for an interview. Like hell you are, I'm not talking to anyone from the gossip. You're not the one I'm here to talk to. I want to interview your twin daughters. My daughters? No parent would deny their children a chance for word of their achievements to spread. That's gonna blow up in your face. I understand they won a shared prize for a beauty contest at Midoriyama Academy. If you wouldn't mind my interviewing them, the intercom cut out before Minorikawa could finish. Hey, what gives? I'm begging out here on my hands and knees. He wasn't actually on his hands and knees, but whoever was on the other end couldn't see that. Yes, he can. He can see everything. If your daughters aren't home, can you at least tell them I want to get in touch with them? He wasn't even using the intercom now. He was just shouting over the gate. A man stepped out of the door. Give me your business card, he said. I'll have them get in touch with you later. The man had a somewhat stricken look on his face. This had to be Kenji Osawa then. Wait, hold on. Osawa. Nice then. This was Kenji Osawa, the preeminent viralist who was pharmaceutical. 4-star general gossip had run a scandalous article in the past. Minorikawa remembered reading it. He held out his business card and Osawa snatched it from him. He started to head back into his house. Please, see that they get back to me, Mr. Osawa, Minorikawa shouted after him. And then he noticed something odd. It was the middle of the afternoon, but every window in the house had its curtains drawn. Why is that be odd? Maybe he doesn't like sunlight. That, combined with Osawa's demeanor, set off alarm bells in Minorikawa's head. Any longer than he already had. He needed to get to the theater ASAP. He hurried back to the taxi and told Kimizuka to go. A few minutes later, the rear tires skidded sharply as the cab came to a stop beside a different curb. The trip from Shoto to the theater and Sakurako had taken almost no time at all. "Here we are, sir," Kimizuka announced. Wow, that was fast. Still, Minorikawa was at least 5 minutes behind schedule. He hoped he'd still be able to get the interview with Orai. Keep out. Okay. Can I go back to Osawa? No. Okay. Someone must have a jump somewhere. Osawa? I think we've did this one. Goes to Kano. There goes to Kano. And then it's Minorikawa. That goes to Achi. Whoops. Darn it. Yeah, I did that. These two have to be tied to each other. But I don't know how. Oh, wait. A guess? I think I jump here, yeah. Osawa hurried out of the house, confronting Minorikawa. Yeah. Oh. That was simple. Minorikawa got his wallet out of his jacket to pay the driver. "Oh no," Kimizuka said, waving a hand. "Don't worry about the fare." "Huh? Why not?" "There's still plenty left over from what you paid me earlier, sir." "That's what I meant by special fare." That's right, he paid Kimizuka a whole 10,000 yen for taking him to Endo Electronics earlier. "But I mean, I'm not the sort of person to keep the change at work," Kimizuka said. Minorikawa felt a surge of pride at those words. "You're my kind of guy, Mr. Kimizuka. A man on the job can always count on Hachiro Kimizuka's taxi." The driver grinned. "Crazy taxi? Now, go on, go." "Thank you. I have a feeling we'll meet again, probably." When you need another taxi, it's going to be, conveniently, Kimizuka. As Minorikawa entered the theater lobby, he saw a bunch of flower bouquets, patrons' gifts of appreciation. Among the names of the senders were celebrities he recognized. Largest of the bouquets were sent by Koichi Nakamura of the Secret Society of Chunsoft. Next largest came from Marutaro Ishihara from the government organization Joy Art. Following that were those from actresses Baroko Rose, popular scenario writer Ebisu Ippomatsu, Tohoko Busters, Bus Tours, bus guy Kimoko Amo, professional baseball player Masanari Kiyo, the ventriloquist Shinshin, ukulele player Hawaii Matsuda, online TV critic Kenzo Akitsu, and so on. Why did I need that definition? Is that coming into play? Am I going to meet those people? Probably not, but evidently the Wandering Angels were a pretty popular acting troupe. Oh, episode 4, I forget we're getting episodes within this game. Novice actor Takeo Amo, despite his nervousness, gave a credible performance as Shido as the production got underway. But as the show continued, his inexperience became apparent. He went on stage with the big wire action scene, having forgotten to attach himself to the rigging. Tozuka was quick to act, rushing on stage in the improvised role of an assassin with an Edo accent #1, and fixing our road to almost back to inner confusion. Continued in episode 5. Theater Ace. People were setting out pamphlets and flyers out on a nearby table. There was a palpable tension in the air. The crew seemed skittish as they went about their work. "He's late," someone shouted all of a sudden. It was a man over in the corner of the lobby, railing angrily to nobody in particular. Why the hell hasn't that journalist shown up yet for the interview? Looked like he'd been waiting on Minorikawa then. What's his deal pulling this while we're this busy? What's the reveal? What's he look like? Oh, just angry. Guess that's Shinosuke Orai. I've been busy myself, Minorikawa said, keeping his composure. Trust me, I know how it goes. Huh? Who the hell are you? I'm the guy you've been waiting for, Mr. Orai. The man glared at him. It's Orai, he said. Anyway, I'm Minorikawa. Sorry to keep you waiting. Though really a short wait is a small price to pay for the chance to be interviewed by me. Well, I hope you appreciate how valuable my time is now that you're taking it, snapped Orai. Wow, someone sure has a high opinion of himself, Minorikawa replied. He marched up to Orai. Damn right I do. I'm Shinosuke Orai. The man got right up in Minorikawa's face. Like anyone even cares. A jolt of tension sparked between the two men. Around this time, there's a similar jolt of tension between two other people, Kenji Osawa and Mamoru Tanaka. Okay. I'll remember there's a jump there. I beg your pardon, a woman interrupted. But Mr. Arai does have a schedule to keep. And who are you, Miss Tsukozawa? I'm the producer. Oh, listen, Sue. I'm in the middle of an interview here. Please don't interrupt. What? That's how you conduct an interview? That's right. This is how I roll. Look, whatever, alright, girl. Let's just do this already. Fine by me. The two men sat down on opposite sides of the table in the lobby. But Tsukokawa spoke up again. Mr. Arai, don't forget the meeting you have after this. Yeah, handle that, would you? Minorikawa let a derisive snort. Looks like you're holding court, he said. Do people actually hang around you with that kind of attitude? You have no right to judge my acting troupe. Minorikawa straightened up his chair, mocking smile on his lips. Oh, so it's your acting troupe, huh? He said. Why not just play all the roles yourself? Heck, you could even be your own audience. How dare you? Orai rose to his feet and made to leave. But Tsukozawa herded him back down to the chair. Minorikawa continued as if he hadn't heard. Just what is it that you do anyway? He asked. Orai raised an incredulous eyebrow. You don't know? No, why should I? You came to an interview without knowing anything about who you're interviewing? Yep. That's it. Get out! Orai roared and pointed angrily towards the exit. How dare an unmannered clod like you come in here and waste my time? Hey, who's being unmannered now? I came all the way out here to hear your story, didn't I? Why don't you get out? Minorikawa pointed at the exit as well. Why the hell should I have to leave? Alright, demanded. This is my house. Theater jargon for the theater itself, especially the main auditorium. Didn't need that definition. Didn't need it. Look, just get out. Are you talking to me? You're pointing at me. This time both yelled and pointed toward the exit in unison. Tsukuzawa quickly interposed herself between them, forcing a smile. Gentlemen, please calm down, she said. Then she turned to Minorikawa. You should be aware that Mr. Arai used to be a broadcast writer. Someone who writes for television or radio programs, a great show depends not only on actors' performances, but on the skills of the broadcast writer. He's responsible for a lot of big hits. You don't need to mention that, alright, Grandpa. Nonetheless, Tsukuzawa rattled off the names of several shows. Minorikawa did indeed recognize many of them. He murmured. So how come you're running a failing theater now? Failing? Arai hit him right in the face. I'm not wrong, am I? You are absolutely the rudest person I have ever met. What would a rank amateur like yourself know about theater? Arai's face was dark with rage, but Minorikawa didn't back down. Listen, this has nothing to do with how well your theater is or isn't doing just now. The television world wouldn't accept you, so in order to retain your pride as an entertainer, you started doing theater. Isn't that so? Don't act like you know anything. I've staked my entire life on this theater. It seemed as if Arai might throw a punch at him at any moment. Sure, city theater might seem small time compared to TV, but you get a lot more response from it. Response? Oh, now that sounds interesting. Darn right, Arai exclaimed. You can see it from up on stage. The audience, you can see their faces. Ugh, here we go. There's a passion in Arai's voice now. You can really feel it. When the audience is enjoying themselves, you can feel that energy. This is like Yakuza 0, or just Yakuza in general. Whenever they start getting to a touching moment, they play music like this. This is it. You can't get that from doing television. Thinking back on it now, my time spent working on TV. Let's see, what's a good analogy? It's like being handed a towel that's already damp. No, that's not right. Okay, so a better analogy would be, and without further preamble, Arai began talking about his tribulations back in his broadcast writer days. Minorikawa smiled emeraldly. The interview ended promptly after 15 minutes, the time that had been promised. Both men emerged from it as from a daze. Minorikawa found himself staring Arai in the face, shaking him by the hand. So what kind of story did I just get? He asked, speaking half to himself. You heard about one man in his life, and I have to admit it was a good interview. Thanks, you have my gratitude. With a satisfied smile, Minorikawa closed his notebook. Right, glad to hear that then. Arai inclined his head, looking a bit bewildered. Flustered Tsukuzawa interrupted. Mr. Minorikawa, wasn't his interview for a piece about the performance? Huh? Minorikawa blinked. It's just that you were only asking about Mr. Arai and not about the performance itself, Tsukuzawa said. Listen, we don't need your negativity right now. You look like Hana, Akiyama's assistant, about to start calling you Hana. Oh, I see what you mean. Actually, I came here for a piece I'm going to be writing called Where Are They Now? Washed Up Broadcast Writer Showcase. I washed up. Oh, I was red in the face all over again. You bastard, how dare you? Everything I just told you, I do not give you my permission to use it in your magazine. You're too late. What? I've already heard your whole story. You should be grateful that I'm ready. I'll be writing a piece on it. You bastard! With a wild look in his eyes, Arai snatched up the hammer the stage crew had left nearby. Wait, go ahead, hit me. Ouch. Wait. Shut up. Arai waved the hammer menacingly. But the attack came to a sudden halt as the ringtone started him out of his fury. Hold on a moment, Minorikawa said. I have to take this. He looked at his cell phone. Hello, Minorikawa speaking. This is Osawa. Wow, he called back a lot sooner than Minorikawa had expected. Have your daughters come home then? No. Actually, there's a favor I'd like to ask you. A favor? Minorikawa thought back to his visit to the Osawa residence. The drawn curtains, the stricken look on Osawa's face, and Minorikawa's instincts had sensed something significant going on. Apparently, getting the full story wasn't going to come without some cost. Favor, huh? Is it something urgent? I'll pay whatever I have to. I just need you to look into something as quickly as possible. His voice had the telltale desperation of a man who's been backed into a corner. He's gonna have him investigate Tanaka, isn't he? Alright, Minorikawa said. I can help you out for a little while. I saw hurriedly explain what he was after. The request was a strange one. He wanted Minorikawa to look into a scandalous article that the 4-star journal gossip had run about him in the past. What makes this so important? Do I have to say? I mean, you're asking me to look into something without explaining anything. He eyed Orai lurking nearby with obvious irritation. Minorikawa would need to calm down the erstwhile broadcast writer, or else his interview really would be for naught. He decided to bluff both men at the same time. Let me just say one thing, he said into the phone. Make sure he spoke loud and clear so that Orai would overhear. I want to tell the world the story. No, I need to tell it. If I don't feel that way about something, no amount of money in the world will get me to write an article on it. That's my pride as a writer at work. Minorikawa could see Orai's aura of rage fading as he listened. The theater man looked surprised. Phew! Meanwhile, Osawa had decided to open up a bit. Alright, he said. I can't share all the details, but... Okay, he's in a talkative mood now. Good job, Minorikawa. See, this is going fine. The power balance of the entire world might be at stake here, Osawa continued. And I mean that quite literally. I can tell you more after you've done investigating. Wait, is he serious? How could the world's balance of power hinge on looking to some alleged marital affair? It was so absurd that Minorikawa had to fight the urge to burst out laughing. A person would need to be out of his mind to believe a story like that. But he happens to be out of his mind. Now Minorikawa wasn't the average person, yeah, we've noticed. And sometimes the truth is so ridiculous, it was really was stranger than fiction. Osawa wasn't lying. Minorikawa's instincts told him that much. Alright, he said. I'll check the editing department's notes from back then. Minorikawa felt his excitement building. Things are really getting interesting. For this moment, he nearly forgot Toyama and his troubles. When he ended the call, Orai approached him and extended his hand. Listen, your methods might be a little extreme, but I can tell you take pride in your work. Of course I do. And sorry for getting so worked up. I bet you write a fine article about me. So please, Mr. Minorikawa, let the world know about me and my half-lived life. Minorikawa took the offered hand and shook it. Leave it to me. Once I'm done with it, you won't just be some washed-up nobody anymore. Mr. Orai. It's Orai. Minorikawa grinned. Why didn't you call Kimizuka? The taxi did, man. Minorikawa rushed out of the theater. He completed all the interviews that he could get done before 4 o'clock. Now he had an hour left to write it all out to convince the folks in the loan company that the gossip could stay afloat. Grrr. He's had a war, psyching himself up for the final push. Okay. To be continued. Can't do that. Okay. I said there was a jump. Yeah. Wait, did I miss it? I think I missed it. Let me try that again. Yep. Osawa picked up his cell phone and dialed Tanaka's number. Phone rings up. Okay. Yes, he was calling him. What is it? Tanaka's voice sounded coldly in Osawa's ear. The tension was electric. Osawa felt a surge of outrage. He wanted to scream. But he took a deep breath and managed to maintain control. Tanaka, where are you? Sumire, alright? Tanaka did not reply. The police told me. They said you were connected to the kidnapping. A soft chuckle came from the other end of the line. Ah, well, the police sure do know how to do their jobs. Tanaka's tone was unapologetic. He sounded nothing like the man Osawa thought he knew so well. Why would you do this? Money? Are you having money troubles? Money, Tanaka replied. I suppose that's part of it. Honestly, I doubt you understand. Do you have any idea what it's been like for me doing our research together? You're always the one who takes center stage. The fruits of our success are all yours, even though you couldn't have done any of it without me. The more he said, the more vitriol seeped into his words. Osawa's hands trembled as he clutched the phone. The taker can never understand how it feels to be taken from. Okay. You've hoarded so many things to yourself, so I'm taking some of them back. You took the daughters? I mean, I guess you wanted the fires, but still. Still weird. Okay. And with that, he hung up. Hey, Tanaka. Osawa dialed the number again, but Tanaka didn't pick up. He blocked you. Osawa racked his brain, thinking back on how Tanaka had been acting earlier that day. Had there been anything unusual? Any clue at all, no matter how small? If he could find some hint, maybe he'd be able to find Maria and Yutomi. That was it. I had been suspicious of Tanaka all along. So much so that she had planted a bug on him, hidden in a tie clip. Her suspicions must have been pretty strong. Wait, Osawa recalled what Kajiwara had said. But still, if she is that worried, giving a tie clip as a gift is a bit... The words had struck Osawa as odd when he first heard them. I had never given him a tie clip. His heart gave a heavy throb in his chest. It couldn't be. No, it was impossible. The article from 4-star General Gossip crept back into his mind. The article had talked about a man I had dated before she married Osawa. The man's identity was never revealed. Could it have been Tanaka? Probably. You forwarded so many things to yourself, so I'm taking some of them back. The taker is... Yeah, I was going to say something clever, I don't know. Didn't come up with it in time. Tanaka's cold words took on a new depth meaning. Osawa felt the foundations of his life began to crumble. The foundations of your life began to crumble quite a bit already. Were Tanaka and I accomplices in all this? No. Wait. Just calm down. He couldn't let himself jump to conclusions. He needed to be more level-headed. Everything depended on it. If the two really were accomplices, why would I have planted a bug in Tanaka? What purpose would that serve? What could it mean? It was no use. Osawa couldn't think of how that made sense. First things first, he needed to establish what the relationship between I and Tanaka really was. Once he figured that out, he'd be able to get a better handle on the situation. Honestly, he couldn't go and ask I directly. If she were really involved in all of this, she certainly wouldn't tell him the truth. But you can call me Minorikawa. Osawa thought back to the business card he tossed in the trash. He has the golden ticket. He didn't relish the thought of getting help from that scavenging hyena, but now was no time to be picky. Even if he wasn't able to leave the house, he needed someone else to do some investigating for him. The freelance writer Minoru Minorikawa. He was Osawa's only hope. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Oh. I think that's it for this hour. I think we're moving on to the next hour. Yes, we are. These persons killed my friend. Everyone in Shibuya is going to die. Is an exit or an attack? It's at the tomb of Sawa. How many hours ago was she infected? Infection. As always, we're gonna start off with Kano. Kano practically died from the car when he arrived on the scene of Minorikawa. Oh, that's right, his friend was stabbed. The place was teeming with officers and onlookers alike. Out of the way, please move aside, Kano forced his way through the throng. Sasayama was lying in a massive pool of blood. Sasayama! Kano rushed to his partner's side. The knife was still embedded deep in Sasayama's belly. Its handle shuddered each time he drew a labored breath. Guess I messed up. Sasayama could only manage a rasping murmur. Please don't try to talk, Kano urged. Looks like I won't be celebrating the Mrs.'s birthday. Sasayama drew a small package from his pocket. It had been neatly wrapped and fitted with a pretty little ribbon. Here, give this to Mi-chan for me. Kano shook his head. No way. You can give it to her yourself. You've never met Mi-chan, huh? She's real pretty. Probably surprised. How pretty I know. You told me all about her. Kano, please, give this to my wife for me. Mustering up the last of his strength, Sasayama pressed the gift into Kano's hand. I hope he doesn't have blood on the box. Sasayama? Sasayama's hand dropped down into the puddle of blood. A paramedic finally arrived at the scene. As Sasayama was loaded into the ambulance, Kano felt a surge of rage roiling inside of him. Clenching his fist so hard his nails dug into his palm, he marched over to the captive Valkarwan. You son of a bitch! He wound up for a punch at Valkarwan's face, only to have his arm caught forcibly by the elbow. Was it Stan the man? Yep. Spinning his head around, he found Stanley standing there. Let go of me, Stanley. But the American had a grip of steel and Kano's arm wouldn't budge. They allow you to assault suspects here in Japan, do they? Kano bit his lip and then lowered his shaking fist. No, of course not, he growled. Valkarwan let out a nasal chuckle as he watched the pair. With a cold glare, Stanley strolled over to him. He leaned in close to whisper something, and all at once the blood drained from Valkarwan's face. Visibly shaking, Valkarwan said something back to Stanley. Stanley gave a slight nod and then left the captive with the police escort. That's not suspicious. Kano went over to him. Hey, what was that all about? Apparently, Valkarwan gave Hitomi some instructions. Told her to get into a blue minivan that was parked along Dogenzaka. So Stanley's hunch had been correct. But why had Valkarwan cut that so quickly? Yeah, you obviously said something that terrified him. How'd you get him to talk like that? You don't need to know that. Turning on his heel, Stanley went to report the news about the blue van to the task force. They immediately directed detectives towards Dogenzaka to look into it, but they found no blue minivan in the area. Order then came down for all personnel to search for the vehicle. Kano thought back to another item in the Dick diary. Dick dictum number 14. Use the dead as a stepping stone, but be sure to die a stepping stone yourself. Okay. In the abstract, Kano could appreciate the nobility of self-sacrifice. But when he thought of Sasayama's bloodstained figure, it wasn't so easy to keep his emotions in check. First time you ever seen a fellow officer get hurt? Stanley had come back over to him. You don't have time to relax. If you can't keep your anger in, then do something about it here and now. Stanley pointed to his own jaw. Hit me. American style. Kano smiled wryly at the unexpected proposal. No, things will be fine. Hitting this man wasn't going to make Kano feel any better. I'm the one who deserves to get hit. Thinking about Sasayama, Kano couldn't help guilty. Not a word, Kano threw a punch. I feel like it could either be A or C. I feel like C, he might start actually liking us a little bit. A, to be the pacifist, but let's start out with A. I'll probably have to change that later. Stanley's expression remained unchanged. It's not like I don't understand why he wanted to punch the guy, he said quietly. If I didn't have to question him, I wouldn't have stopped you. Kano wasn't sure what to make of that. Are you encouraging me? Stanley held his arms wide. Don't know? Maybe. Kuse's voice suddenly cut in over the wireless. You located the blue minivan. It's in Jinanwan Chong on Koen-dori. He told me it might be there, and maybe the kidnapper's ringleader will turn up too. On pure reflex, Kano broke into a run. Stanley followed close behind. Oh, just gonna run in the street? Okay. They sped through the back streets, making their way toward Koen-dori. That does not look like a back street. That looks like a main road. Kano was a pretty fast runner, but Stanley kept up with him without apparent difficulty. Were you in the army or something? No, the Marines. The United States Marine Corps is a rapid deployment force specializing in amphibious landing operations, an independent branch of the armed forces along with the Army, Navy, and Air Forces. The Marines' motto is Semper Fidelis, Latin for always faithful. It wasn't much further to Koen-dori. Kano, if we find that van, don't get too close to that more. It could be a trap. These people do anything to carry out their goals. Anything, huh? Well, a good chunk of them are dead, so how many are left? Kano could sense the truth of Stanley's words. He reminded himself that his life could depend on remembering them. He raised his eyes. They were coming up a Koen-dori. Ooh. Controllers vibrating. Suddenly a boom of loud cannon fire shook the air. Something's wrong, Kano thought. That's no ordinary city noise. Oh, that the explosion? A column of black smoke rose up from between two nearby buildings. Passersby stopped and stared, gasping in alarm. This is it. This is the very beginning. So who was in the truck though? Then Kano saw flames. This had been an accident. Someone had fallen for an explosion. The Shibuya precinct was too far from here. Kano recalled that it attempted bioterrorism attack on Kasunigase. 2 years ago, the Tokyo Metropolitan Public Safety Commission received intel on imminent bioterrorism attack of that city. Immediately afterward, an unoccupied minivan exploded outside the Metropolitan Police Department, and the device which dispersed bacterial contagion was extended at the subway platform at Kasunigase Station. Having determined that the city bureaucracy was a target, the Japanese government contacted the terrorist organization responsible for the secret, taking it to the threat. Why are people so close to the smoke at the choking? That incident has begun with a van exploding outside the Tokyo Metropolitan Station. Already a large crowd of onlookers was gathered. Shouts rose up as he took in the scene. What's going on? What happened? The car is on fire. Kano called into HQ, then quickly slipped around to the back of the burning vehicle. It was a minivan. Looking at the flaming shots as he could see that there was someone inside. Hitsumi. Once they have the hands on the antiviral, the criminals will have no further use for Hitsumi themselves. Following the chart dash. At this point, it's hardly recognizable as human. This is getting good. I think this is the final hour. It must be because the experiment was in the very beginning. Alright. But I'm gonna make this one a short video. So I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.